And we are live from the Clay County Fair. We are 5 minutes out from the Goat and Sheep Show, so this should be a great time here on 5-Star Streaming. This broadcast brought to you by Vermilion Hy-Vee. Without Vermilion Hy-Vee support, we wouldn't be able to do this 4-H coverage of the Clay County Fair, so it is very appreciated. And we'll cut to some quick programming from them before we come back, maybe go over the schedule for today, and then get the Goat and Sheep Show underway. We're here on 5-Star Streaming with Sarah Wood, who is the store director for the Vermilion Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee is the corporate sponsor for this event, Sarah, and you can tell they care so much. Why is Hy-Vee such a strong supporter of the Clay County Fair?
Yeah, so being in the community, seeing how important the fair is to everyone, definitely made us want to get more involved. And then seeing all of the 4-H and involvement with the community, our employees with that, we really wanted to be a bigger part of it.
And then, what do you personally enjoy about the fair experience, whether it's going to the fair or seeing all of the activities throughout the week?
Yeah, so being right across the street, we get front row seats to everything going on. But last year I got to experience it personally for the first time. The mutton bustin', the bulls on the bluff, the demo derby. It's just such a fun time. Awesome to see the community out and involved, and yeah, just to see everybody having a good time.
Yeah, the fair is such a great place for community, and it makes a lot of sense why that's such a good experience. Why is Hy-Vee like the place to shop for groceries, shop for whatever you need in Vermilion?
Yeah, so convenience, obviously, especially during fair time. Like I said, we're right across the street, but fresh meat, fresh produce, we're a helpful smile in every aisle. So anything you need, we have it here.
Yeah, those are all the great reasons, to shop here at Hy-Vee. You wouldn't be able to do this broadcast or have as much success as we do with this stream without Hy-Vee, and they've been such great supporters of the Clay County Fair, and we're excited to go forward with this. Thank you so much, Sarah.
Yes, thank you. Thanks so much.
Hy-Vee Vermilion is the proud sponsor of the Clay County Fair. For fresh, locally grown produce, hand-cut and specialty meats, frozen foods with all kinds of pizza, and a dairy department with everything you need, it's Hy-Vee Vermilion. Stop by the Hy-Vee kitchen for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Donuts, rolls, and freshly made salads and sandwiches too. Now offering online order for convenience as well. Hy-Vee Vermilion invites you to join in the fun of the Clay County Fair. When you need ice, food, or drink, Hy-Vee is located just across Cherry Street from the fairgrounds.
And we're back on 5-Star Streaming. This broadcast brought to you by Hy-Vee of Vermilion. Helpful smile in every aisle. We all know the classic jingle. If we take a look at the schedule for the Clay County Fair today, you've got the Goat and Sheep Show here at 9 a.m. The exhibit building's open 9 to 9. They're doing 12 hours in the exhibit building. Story time with the Vermilion Public Library at 10 a.m. Ag Day activities from 10 to 5. The Clay Union Electric Member and Community Appreciation Day from 10 to 5. Veterans Outreach from 11 to 6. Amy Ellsworth is performing on the main stage from 12 to 2. The inflatables are open 12 to 10. Sanford Health activities are 1 to 5. The Honeybee demonstrations 1 to 7. Vendor booths are open 1 to 8. The Cub Scout Pinewood Lego car races are open 1 to 8 as well. And then here on 5-Star Streaming, we'll be covering this as well. The 4-H Fashion Review. We'll be streaming that here on 5-Star Streaming at 3 p.m. USD Herpetology will be around from 3 to 6. The Beer Garden tent is open 3 to 12 a.m. The Ice Cream Socials at 4. The Water Wars are at 4 at the softball fields. The Arena Gates and Beer Garden open at 4. The Great Plains Tractor Pulls at 5. The Watermelon Feed by Dakota Realties at 5 p.m. And the pizza eating contest is at 6 p.m. So that should be pretty funny to see people eat pizza for once. I've seen a lot of hot dog contests. That's really been a big trend. There's even one 4th of July in Prentice Park. And it's nice to see a pizza eating contest, kind of mix it up this time. And then 8 to 12, free street dance featuring Bluff Ridge Band. So loaded schedule here, and we're about to get started here with the Pledge of Allegiance.
you young men have really nice females out here. The young man's closest to be able to lead off the class. This likes her advantages of length of body, has her weight and femininity. I think she's older and needs body better. And a little more proper regulation as well. Not taking away from the young man. Two, again, alongside one, got some patience, session, and femininity. I just don't see her as being so. Let's give both of the young men a nice round of applause.
Congratulations, Nick and Miles Lindstrom. We're going to ask Nick to return back for no. All right, he moved right into the overall Dairyville division, and that was Miles Lindstrom with his entry and the overall dairy. Our next class in the breeding doe division is a registered breeding doe. This class consists of Lindley Shuffle, and Lindley Shuffle. All three of these breeding does are Lindley Shuffle does. This is the registered breeding doe class. This class is complete. is done. Thank you, Lindley Shuffle. Congratulations on 3 purples. First purple goes to 5054. Second purple goes to 8J20, and third purple to 0004. Tag number. Congratulations, Lindley Shuffle. Our next class is the commercial hair green dough, junior dough. This class consists of Jay Nelson, Morgan Stelling, and Sophia Steiner. This is the commercial hair green dough, junior dough. There are 2 classes within this division. This is the first class. Again, Jay Nelson, Morgan Stelling, and Sophia Steiner. And then commercial hair green dough, junior dough class. Dough class. Just a reminder that we'd like to thank our sponsors for the day, Titan Machinery and O'Connor Construction. They've allowed us to use their skid loaders this week, and we've really put them to the test. We'd also like to thank Runnings and Weifels donating buckets to all of our livestock exhibitors. Big shout out to our sponsors. Today during the Goat Show, we'd like to remind you of a new event at the fair. We have a Kiwi Showmanship. That's open to kids ages 5 to 10, and you can sign up back here with Katie Heine, who's waving her hand behind me. This Kiwi Showmanship occurs after the sheep show today. This proves to be a good addition to our Clay County Fair.
We'll go with 3 staples again in this class, and we got a pretty easy class winner in my opinion, and I think we have a pair that we have to break apart and sort and can flip-flop, but our class winner just puts all the pieces together that we find in the next few doughs in this class. That was just really, really good in basic build. Her lines are correct, she's square at the ground, she gets out and moves, she left the knees, and yet that's a really tall shoulder dough that has an extension. You get your hands on her, she has some really good shape running down her back and press with that. I just think that's just a really nice female that can win this class pretty easily. As we talk to the next 2 in class, I think they're super contrasting in kind. The young lady in 2 is just a little bit thicker and wider as we look at her overall construction. As we compare her at the ground, she's bigger in her foot and carries more mass in her bone work. I'll be the first to tell you, I want to redesign her whole front end structure. That neck drops into her shoulder blades, her chest falls through. We need to just clean up her blade, get her blade makeup, put that shoulder on top of her neck, and just make her longer and trimmer, make her more competitive. But she's certainly stout and center body in terms of width and design. The dough in 3 though has those advantages as the opposite. That one is the longer sided, cooler fronted, way longer, trimmer neck one. Again though, as we get right in front of that one, she gets so narrow about her chest compared to the 2 above her. She's got to blow her apart and try skeleton and make her more competitive that way. We do
first is Morgan Stelling, followed by Olivia Steiner.
We have two awfully good ones here. I think both should be proud of the projects we put together this summer. I think the red painted up though is just a little more dynamic as we study here, especially in her center body shape. That one's shallow about her chest, super round about her ribs, applies a ton of muscle shape down that skeleton. That point edge is down the spine, laying it off to the side, each the stouter leg, bigger footed one. That just I think is more market ready today. For me, I'd like to just trim him up in his body a little bit. I think he get a little bit deeper on his proportions and just throw them off a little bit. But yeah, he's the fresh one, got the more muscular shape today. The young ladies too, you gotta appreciate the extra length, the frames, you know, that up front of the frames. With all that though, we just need to have some more muscle on that hill. He's wider for what that is to make it balance up today. He's a little shallower and tighter about his flank and body. When you come off his shoulder, he just tapers in too much for me to move up today. Let's put our hands together for these two.
Congratulations to Lindley Sheffel with her top market weather and overall champion, and Kate Nelson with her purple earning market weather as well. We will leave you both back in just a moment for the overall market class. We're going to move on to the market weather goes. Morganstown has both entries in this class. Market weather goes.
I think it comes at an extreme price, though, in my opinion. She's a really short-fronted goat, becomes very short about her side and super round about her hip. I started asking lots of questions about her ability to get to market weight, what she looks like when she gets there. And I just don't think she's built near as good. So I think that's the case where we're taking maybe a piece that went too far, and we'd love to pull her back. And so that's why I put her aside. I just don't think she balances up. I don't think she brings the overall quality and total of our class winner, but you got to appreciate what she does do. So let's put our hands together for those two in this class here.
Congratulations, Morgan Stelling, with her purple ring, market weather goes. First purple to tag number 1589, and second purple to tag number 1678. We need both of you to remain, and Jake Nelson and Leslie Steppel to come back for an overall market goat class. This will round out the market goat division. Next up will be showmanship, and finishing up our goat show.
So your champion of the market division today, I think again it comes down to your two class winners. For me, the weather is just the one that's the most ready today. You've got the most shape, power, and freshness, so he'll be your champion. Pretty certainly, that young lady built in the class before. We talked about she's built super good. We just want to have some more terminal character. So let's congratulate those two on a really nice day.
Congratulations for the overall market. So, Leslie Steppel. Second in overall market, Morgan Stelling. Nice job. That brings us back for our final classes. Showmanship. We'll begin with our seniors. We have 5 seniors in showmanship. We're looking for Morgan Stelling, Leslie Steppel, Nick Lindstrom, Sophia Steiner, and Dave Nelson. Give us just a minute to get switched around here and coming back with showmanship. We have a couple of announcements about the fair today. It blessed with a bit of rain, and that has caused us to cancel our track and pole. We want to spread the word. But there's still plenty of stuff to come out to the fair. This is Clay Union Electric
That's the young lady with the commercial go in front of me. She's going to be a champion showman. I just like her intensity. I like how she gets after it. There's a few things we talk about like to see her do different, but I love the intensity part. So reserve will be the young man with the dairy goat out here. Again, a very different style of showmanship. You got to appreciate it. I love his calmness. I know I just said intensity, but his calmness is intensity in that breed, that division. A little while ago, something happened, and that toe was just not responding quite as well. And maybe that's the difference with flipping him around today. But his calmness, his presence is super good. Again, not to take away from you three here. You did a great job. Let's put our hands together one more time for everybody.
Congratulations to our grand showman, Jay Nelson, and our reserve, Mick Lindstrom. We'd like to congratulate this entire class of seniors on their hard work and nice job today. Don't forget Jay Nelson to come back tomorrow for the round robin, and as you represent senior division in the round robin. Rounding out our goat show today will be first our Miles Lindstrom in our junior showmanship class with 1 and 3 in the junior showmanship. And then we'll end with Olivia Steiner. We are ready for you, Miles Lindstrom, junior showman. We'll ask Olivia Steiner to join in as well. She's a beginner, but we'll have 2 in the ring representing 2 classes, junior and beginner. Classes are complete. Just a note to our chief contestants and exhibitors, we'll roll right into our chief show following the completion of the goat showmanship. That should be within the next 5 to 10 minutes, so we'll be looking for our first class in the breeding sheep division. Be ready, chief show exhibitors.
So everybody ringside, but these 2 individual breeds in their own division. So the young man is your champion junior showman, and the young lady is your champion beginner showman. And I think they're both doing a really good job. And first
We're here on 5 Star Streaming with Sarah Wood, who is the store director for the Vermilion Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee is the corporate sponsor for this event, Sarah, and you can tell they care so much. Why is Hy-Vee such a strong supporter of the Clay County Fair?
Yeah, so being in the community, seeing how important the fair is to everyone, definitely made us want to get more involved. And then seeing all of the 4-H and involvement with the community, our employees with that, we really wanted to be a bigger part of it.
And then, what do you personally enjoy about the fair experience, whether it's going to the fair or seeing all of the activities throughout the week?
Yeah, so being right across the street, we get front row seats to everything going on. But last year I got to experience it personally for the first time. The mutton busting, the bulls on the bluff, the demo derby, it's just such a fun time. Awesome to see the community out and involved, and yeah, just to see everybody having a good time.
Yeah, the fair is such a great place for community, and it makes a lot of sense why that's such a good experience. Why is Hy-Vee like the place to shop for groceries, shop for whatever you need in Vermilion?
Yeah, so convenience, obviously, especially during fair time. Like I said, we're right across the street, but you know, fresh meat, fresh produce, we're a helpful smile in every aisle. So anything you need, we have it here.
Yeah, those are all the great reasons, you know, to shop here at Hy-Vee. You wouldn't be able to do this broadcast or have as much success as we do with this stream without Hy-Vee, and they've been such great supporters of the Clay County Fair, and we're excited to go forward with this. Thank you so much, Sarah.
Yes, thank you. Thanks so much.
Hy-Vee Vermilion is the proud sponsor of the Clay County Fair. For fresh, locally grown produce, hand-cut and specialty meats, frozen foods with all kinds of pizza, and a dairy department with everything you need, it's Hy-Vee Vermilion. Stop by the Hy-Vee kitchen for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Donuts, rolls, and freshly made salads and sandwiches too. Now offering online order for convenience as well. Hy-Vee Vermilion invites you to join in the fun of the Clay County Fair. When you need ice, food, or drink, Hy-Vee is located just across Cherry Street from the fairgrounds.
providing you with a positive learning environment in a project area they participate. And so we hold ourselves to certain standards when conducting, observing, and participating in these sanctioned shows. All 4-H members, volunteers, families, and spectators are expected to follow this code of conduct at 4-H events. This includes having an encouraging and respectful attitude, inclusivity, and positive communication. Furthermore, please remember that alcohol consumption and explicit or inappropriate language, even working with you, during a 4-H event is strictly prohibited. That's for the 4-H. Thank you for making our Clay County show a positive and enjoyable experience for our 4-H members. At this time, let's turn over to our very own 4-H member from the Burbank Theater, Adley Heine, to lead our pledges. Thank you, Adley. Good luck to all of our exhibitors today. We have 12 classes across 2 divisions. We're going to start off with our breeding sheep. Our first class is the Hampshire breeding sheep, Early Spring Ewe, and Olivia Steiner. That will kick off our sheep show.
Super good way to start your breeding show, and I really like this young lady's sheep. One that's super intuitive, and I think has a lot of bright future in front of her. This one's really long-sided, level made, super feminine, her look and design, fresh to her handle. If you keep her just a little bit, I wish she was a little bolder about her top shape. But that's a really nice, beautiful young lady. Let's give her a big round of applause.
Congratulations, Olivia Steiner, with her Hampshire breeding sheep, a purple, in the first class. Second class of breeding sheep is Mick Lindstrom. Mick Lindstrom has an Early Spring Ewe and other breeding sheep. Mick Lindstrom, class is complete. Again, we'd like to thank our sponsors. We couldn't do our create these here at the show without the support of many, and that includes Titan Machinery and O'Connor Construction. We've also accepted donations from Runnings and Weifels, and Weifels has donated all the buckets that you see our livestock exhibitors have. Thank you to Tractor Supply and Runnings for all the wood chips in the arena and in the stall. If you walk through, you can see that has helped our exhibitors greatly. We'd like to thank also all the volunteers that helped set up the arena and the barn and have helped out tirelessly throughout the week, this week and the weeks leading up to the fair. Don't forget to mark your calendar for the Kiwi Showmanship. Katie Tiny is taking right here Tiny entries for kids ages 5 through 10. They've got some good prizes and a good chance for someone to get in and get a taste of what it's like to show. They're going to show goats and sheep. So they don't do
an awful lot, again, a really nice stepping stone in the process at home. We talked about each, they're full of quality, they each have one or two things I think we just want to keep and make it a little more exceptional. But the one I think brings the most positives to the table, the way you treat a young man out of the third class, giving your champion greeting you, but all of the young man out of the second class, we really look good when they come to ball.
Congratulations, Holden Gatsby, with your champion commercial, champion overall breed. Nick Lindstrom as reserve. Congratulations to you all. We're moving right into the market sheep division. We have 10
not as stout as now. She's not as big and shaggy as other legs. Other three seem to have this condition. I'd like to turn it up just a little bit. But how the girl is, that'd be a fun one to take home, breed, and make a better one for next year. Hope you guys did all three and a really nice job.
Congratulations to the entire class on their purple. The first purple, Matt Heine. Second, golden Matt. Third, Ethan Mark. Our next class of the Martin Simpson is Southdown Weatherdam. We have one entry, Callie Peterson. Callie Peterson's entering the race. This class is simply Southdown Weatherdam.
Young lady brings a really nice Southdown ewe out here. One that's super fresh to the touch for a white sheep. She's bold about her shape. Here's a smooth, square image down her back with her hand there. You appreciate her stoutness on the ground. For me, I want to drop her rear flank to just make her balance in her underline a little bit better. But again, that's a young ewe. She's got some time to fill in there. Really nice process thus far. Let's congratulate her.
Congratulations, Callie Peterson with North and Southdown Weatherdam. Nice job, Callie. We're looking for the National Weather Dam class. David Carter and Matt Heine. We have two entries in the National Weather Dam class. David Carter and Matt Heine. We are on class 3
sounder and their overall makeup. You see why they bring some big back shapes and hip shapes. We put her in motion though, we got to think that she's way too straight about her shoulder, too short about her hip, and she's stepping out and moving, and because of that, her one edge goes way up in the air. This one's fundamental for it, we got to fix it. Yeah, today, hard today, sure, she's got that stoutness that you have to run with. Young lady too, you have the advantages I just talked about, but the other lady doesn't do as well. We put her in motion, I was that stays very level, she gets out of the flexes. I think you do get very good fresh shape today. You're just not as much heat. If you guys wait the same way, I think you push that one to complete all day. Other than the video, I just like to give her a notch more point. Again, if you get her bigger, I think that's going to come with time. Really good to help you, just not quite. Put our hands together for those two.
Congratulations, Matt Hyman, for the first purple. Jason Carter, second purple. Natural Weather Dam class. Our next class has two sections of cross-track weather dams. The first class is Bennett Heine, Max Heine, and Holden Nasty. We'll come back with a second class in this cross-track weather dam division. Bennett Heine, Max Heine, and Holden Nasty here in the ring, and our class is complete for the cross-track weather dam market.
class winner. Leading that one set up and on the profile. That one Valkyrie on a shallow, shallow, underline and top line. man wins this class, I think, does so pretty handily. This is a really good built one that balances up and gives you some eye feel, some muscle shape. Just, you're not trying to make flaws. Is it the thickest sheep we've seen all day? No. Maybe you want to give her a little more punch, but again, I think the pieces fit in that hand good. She just has to win because of that build and quality of design. Young man 2's got kind of that big frame, really free looking you that's super fresh in her handle. You love it when you get your hands on her backside, she's fresh and carries it well. I'd like to give her a little set of body shape to get a little flatter in design. Starts in her shoulders, working her forward. We made her a little wider, that thing will become more dynamic and hurry. Not her advantage in impression, so place her over in 2 and 3rd. You and 3, I mean, she tried to hold her base. She's got some good shape. She's got that rib cage shape that we're talking about. We'd like to see. This one, though, is pushing some conditioning. Got some paper out of the rock a little bit. I just don't see her keep her in her side profile as I want to love her. But again, you got to appreciate the style by this body mass and width. Again, let's congratulate all the kids for coming out this side.
Congratulations to Cole Carter for his first purple. Marshall Montler, his second purple, is Kinsey O'Connor. That rounds out the crossbred weather class. So we're going to ask the top two of these classes to come back for an overall crossbred weather champion and reserve. And so we're looking for Max Heine, Holden Caskey, Cole Carter, and Marshall Montler, looking at our overall crossbred weather dam. Max Heine, Olin Caskey, Cole Carter, and Marshall Montler for the overall crossbred weather dam. For the overall crossbred weather dam. Max Heine, Holden Caskey, Cole Carter, and Marshall Montler. Following this, we'll do an overall market sheet among the Hampshire South County natural weather and crossbred. The overall market weather. Now is the overall crossbred weather dam. 4 entries, classes complete.
We're going to restart the camera, so we will be back on air in just a little bit. Stay tuned on the YouTube channel. We'll be right back up.
ladies 1 and 2, again, a growthy, high-performing sheep. One, you gotta appreciate those things about him. He's not robust in his muscle shape as our class winner. He's a little bit flatter about his body design. I'd like to change those things about him just to make it more competitive. So let's go ahead and get put our hands together for those two young ladies.
Congratulations to Casey O'Connor. Third purple, Sophia Steiner second. That rounds out the hamster market weather. Moving on to the natural market weather, we have one entry here. We have Miles Lindstrom. The natural market weather. After we get through with the market weather, we're going to have a special presentation for the annual Dr. Steve Progenitovich Memorial Lamb recipient. We've got granddaughter Andrea Miller here today. We're going to do a drawing and ask Haley O'Connor to come back in and help draw for this year's recipient. That's going to happen after the market weather classes, so please be ready for that.
Young man brings us a really nice natural weather here, one that's fresh to the touch when we get our hands on him. I think you get off to the side when we get him propped up, it gives us a nice profile. He likes to be further, I like to soften his top line, put him in motion. And I think him out to flex a little bit more off his best leg. But again, I think that's a pretty well-made weather. That's the first competition. Let's get him a nice round of applause.
Right, congratulations, Miles Lindstrom, with your purple natural market weather. We have the crossbred market classes to round this division. Now we have 3 classes here. Our first class is Miles Lindstrom, Eva Peterson, Bennett Heine, and Mick Lindstrom. Crossbred market weather. Miles Lindstrom, Eva Peterson, Bennett Heine, and Mick Lindstrom. This class is complete.
This class, I think we got a pair of leathers that sit up and are similar to this kind. And got some muscle shape, got some squareness. The one that wins is just a little older in his case, he's a little older in his muscle shape. Quite frankly, he just pounds heavy today. And so, you know, when I have a class, I have those advantages. Good man, too. I think it's good. Same design, you're just not as big and girthy and full today, but a lot of good days in front. Young lady 3. Depends what angle of your sheep I look at from back here. I really like it. That's a big hip, big stifle kind of sheep. He's got some stoutness and time. So when I get out to the side of it, he gets shorter about his body. We put him in the motion. His one edge comes up. His top turns the roach. I just want to soften his top line and spread him out in his forehead, make him balance a little better. A little more of an extreme young man in three's got the thicker sheep, no doubt. He's older, about his loin, it's more sheep across the tip. He's an air conditioned sheep, and more importantly, he's one that's really got the respect for it out. And so when we get off to the side, unfortunately, it cuts up as we go to his flank. We just need to balance the underside of his skull and clean up the front end for me to be more competitive with him. Young man's sheep rounds out the class. He's got some look to him, and he's got some squareness. My big challenge, I put my hand on him, and that is a really soft handling sheep. He just needs to meet your hand with more shape, and the neck needs to be fresh and hard. And until we do that, I can't really do much of my range drive today. Again, let's put our hands in this class.
Congratulations, Bennett Heine and Ashley Heine with the first and second purple, followed by Cole Carter and Marshall Mockler. The third class of the Crossbred Market Weathers is rounding out the school is Haley O'Connor, Paisley Carter, and Marshall Mockler. Following this class, we're going to ask the first two of each other class of the other classes to come back for the overall Crossbred and Market Weathers. This class is class 1 of the Crossbred Market Weathers, Haley O'Connor, Paisley Carter, and Marshall Mockler. We have one more. This class is complete for the Crossbred Market Weather. Okay, so we have
Again, a class that I think just separates pretty naturally. The young lady, but just simply what has to win this class. He's the one that balances it up. He's got eye appeal, he's got muscle and freshness. He's good about his handle. And when she gets propped up, she gets really like the profile he gives you. Young lady too, maybe not the most stylish sheep, or just has those extra stoutness and bone. But man, that's a 3D kind of a three-dimensional kind of sheep that's got some boldness to his kind. I just like to maybe smooth him in his top line a little bit, pull his shoulder just a hair, give him that extra softness and bone maybe to the leather rubbing. But again, a really nice carcass forward type of a sheep. Young man 3, this leather you work this time, that one's all for fresh and hard. He's got that shape, your last leather left. When we get off to the side of him though, he gets a little plainer in terms of his comes pretty easy for me to pick your champion reserve. Young lady out of class 3 is going to win this division pretty handily. Young man in class 2 will be reserved here. Congratulations.
Congratulations to our grand champion, Strasburg Markweather, Paisley Carter, reserve Bennett Heine. At this time, we're going to ask that Sarah Miller, Andrea Miller, that is. Oh, we do have to do an overall. Market sheet. Overall market sheet calls back our Hampshire, which is Max Heine. Our South Down, which is Callie Peterson. Our Crossbred, which is Max Heine. Our Hampshire. We're 4 exhibitors in the overall market sheet. Max Heine. Twice. With his Hampshire and his Crossbred. Paisley Carter with her Crossbred. And Bennett Heine with his Crossbred. 4 exhibitors in the overall market. Here we go.
pretty good. I think it's a little closer between two of them. One's a little more ready today, and I think one's got a little bit better future. So the one I'm most comfortable with is the young man out of that crossword division.
Congratulations, Paisley Carter, grand champion, reserve, best team. We'll ask Paisley Bennett to bring back for the overall market, and also invite Max Heine with both in his t-shirt and his crossbred, Weather Dam, to come back for the overall market. So we'll have 4 entries in the overall market, and that will work out the classes there.
Monday, sort your sheep. I know we got no one yet, but let's put our hands together one last time for all the sheep exhibitors, and I'll look for the 2 hours.
Congratulations to Max Heine and Fran and Paisley Carter. Max Heine and Weather Dam. At this time, we're going to move into a break in the action. We are going to ask Haley O'Connor to come back in. We're going to do a presentation from Dr. Steve Radenovich Memorial Lamb drawing. If I could have Haley O'Connor enter the ring, we're going to do a 2025 recipient of this lamb drawing. Entering the ring right now is Haley O'Connor, and this is the lamb from Fairley Farms that they grew for last year. The Steve Radenovich Memorial Lamb is a special award. Dr. Steve Radenovich is indeed Andrea Miller's grandfather, and he loves sheep and always wanted his own sheep, and he saw his dreams come true in the showing of the lamb in Clay County, South Dakota by his granddaughter, Andrea. The family collectively decided to honor his memory because of this love of sheep and how Andrea has found success in showing sheep. They wanted to expand the opportunity to all Clay County 4-Hers in order to have the ability to show it. So this drawing means a lot, especially to Haley O'Connor. This is her sheep from last year. Haley would like to thank the family for this opportunity. And here in just a minute, we're going to draw for next year, this year's recipient. And this person is
Eva Peterson.
Eva Peterson. Thank you so much to the Miller family on behalf of their grandfather, Dr. Steve Radenovich, for this memorial lamb drawing. And this next year don't forget to stop over and get your dinner and also free lunch at the food stand. We have our ice cream social, we have live music, and we have something going on at the Fair January 2nd. That is definitely a tournament. Make sure you follow our socials. Come to the fair.
each time I look, there's something I see that I didn't see last time, that they're doing better, or I wish they do different. So it just makes it really tough. Like I said, they've all done a really nice job today. With that said, the person I think did the nicest job, or fits like my daughter I try at home, is going to be the young lady with the sound down. The thing that she does distinctly different this drive is how she places her feet and uses her hands to do so. It doesn't make a big show of it. And I super appreciate that. The young man right behind you, I told him, he once in a while, he comes to state and I think that's one of the hardest things to do in showmanship is the congratulations to those two and all these kids being this drive.
Congratulations to the grand champions, senior showman, Callie Houston, and Ben Heineken Reserve senior. Our next class of juniors, we have 5 exhibitors. We have Haley O'Connor, Miles Lindstrom, Ainsley Carter, Max Heine, and Eva Peterson. We're looking for our junior showmanship class. Haley O'Connor, Miles Lindstrom, Ainsley Carter, Max Heine, and Eva Peterson, junior showman. We'd like to give a shout out to our STSU state office interns. We have Kaylee Lewis. Please stand up for us, Kaylee, and Isabel Mayro. Give a little round of applause. They're here on hand to help out with all things fair today, with things like the skillathon scoring and anything to do with fair. We appreciate your time and so glad that you came from that other place down here in Vermilion, Clay County. And those of you who are in 4-H, this would be a big chance for you to connect with the opportunities that are available in the form of an internship. Both these ladies, Kayleen and Isabel, can answer questions that they have experienced in their role as interns and students in higher ed. So thank you for being here and helping. Welcome.
of that, again, it's splitting hairs and separation of the differences you see. The young man right in front will be reserved. But again, I think he's been super consistent, done a nice job being presented and talked up. Again, congratulations to all of you, you did a really nice job.
Congratulations to our grand champion junior showman, Haley O'Connor, and reserve Miles Lindstrom. Nice job to the entire class. A lot of work right there. Our last class of the sheep show is the beginner class, and that
same story as all these divisions. They all do a really good job, and it's tough to pick them out. So let's start out with a big round of applause for their great job all day. I think they're all calm and steady and don't, kind of overdo it like maybe some others do. I really like that. I guess the winner in this division for me, I felt, was kind of easy. They were really consistent throughout. I think they get their feet propped up extremely good. Young lady right here in front of me is going to be your champion showing here. Remember, it's a little closer. There's some things that I'd like to see them do different, but let's be honest, we're pretty young and still learning this deal, and there's a lot of upward opportunity that they're going to continue to grow in. For me, the next favorite son is the young man on the end here, Joe Erie, today.
Congratulations to Olivia Snyder, our grand champion beginner shoulder. Olin Cassidy is our reserve. Nice job to the entire class. We'd like to thank Mr. Adam Morgan from Lake for all the judging, expertise, and encouraging words of our Lake County 4-Hers. Congratulations to all, and this is the completion of the team show. Don't go anywhere. We have our inaugural TV show with you.
We're here on 5-Star Streaming with Sarah Wood, who is the store director for the Vermilion Hy-Vee. Hy-Vee is the corporate sponsor for this event, Sarah, and you can tell they care so much. Why is Hy-Vee such a strong supporter of the Clay County Fair?
Yeah, so being in the community, seeing how important the fair is to everyone, definitely made us want to get more involved. And then seeing all of the 4-H and involvements with the community, our employees with that, we really wanted to be a bigger part of it.
And then, what do you personally enjoy about the fair experience, whether it's going to the fair or seeing all of the activities throughout the week?
Yeah, so being right across the street, we get front row seats to everything going on. But last year I got to experience it personally for the first time. The mutton bustin', the bulls on the bluff, the demo derby is just such a fun time. Awesome to see the community out and involved, and yeah, just to see everybody having a good time.
Yeah, the fair is such a great place for community, and it makes a lot of sense why that's such a good experience. Why is Hy-Vee like the place to shop for groceries, shop for whatever you need in Vermilion?
Yeah, so convenience, obviously, especially during fair time. Like I said, we're right across the street, but fresh meat, fresh produce, we're a helpful smile in every aisle. So anything you need, we have it here.
Yeah, those are all the great reasons, to shop here at Hy-Vee. You wouldn't be able to do this broadcast or have as much success as we do with this stream without Hy-Vee, and they've been such great supporters of the Clay County Fair, and we're excited to go forward with this. Thank you so much, Sarah.
Yes, thank you. Thanks so much.
Hy-Vee Vermilion is the proud sponsor of the Clay County Fair. For fresh, locally grown produce, hand-cut and specialty meats, frozen foods with all kinds of pizza, and a dairy department with everything you need, it's Hy-Vee Vermilion. Stop by the Hy-Vee kitchen for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Donuts, rolls, and freshly made salads and sandwiches too. Now offering online order for convenience as well. Hy-Vee Vermilion invites you to join in the fun of the Clay County Fair. When you need ice, food, or drink, Hy-Vee is located just across Cherry Street from the fairgrounds.